Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. Shalom to the sincere Akim out there, Tabernacle of David. All right, true men out there pushing this word, this 100% doctrine taught to us by the elders, brought to us by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Shalom, as well to the 1/3 men, women, and children maintaining themselves. It's your brother Yaram Kazak back with hopefully another edifying lesson. So I'm gonna entitle this one "Build a Lesson," right? And was just looking at a couple videos. Was looking at a video from the elder apostle Gabar talking about precept upon precept, and you know, just felt like this was a good lesson to go into. So right here, I got KJV Study Bible. Okay. You know, along with having precepts in the middle, okay, it also has certain maps in the back outlining passages of Moses and Paul and Yahawashi and things like that in their respective time frames and the eras that they were in, outlining the Holy Land. Matter of fact, let's go through them a little bit. All right. You know, this is Paul's missionary journeys. And all of this you can look up on Google, you know. Yahawashi's ministry, okay. The kingdom of David and Solomon, right? Which you would have basically, you would have basically everything broke down right here. And as you can see, Edom over here, Moab, Ammon, and then you would have Israel all over here. And you know, everything for the time frames that they're in. All right, important to know these things. Then the land of the 12 tribes broke down. So that would be this broke down to each respective tribe and the land that they owned, right? And then Exodus and conquest of Canaan. I'm going backwards, Salakia, but you know, this is how we came up out of Egypt, right? City of Ramses, all right, where the Israelites lived over in Goshen. And we came up out of that, took this path, and it breaks it down. You got Mount Sinai right here, okay? So breaks down the path and everything. So it's just, you know, certain things that, which once also, you can also Google all of this. So you don't necessarily have to buy a study Bible, right? But that's just something, if because I know some of us may learn visually better than just like listening and reading. So, but the main part of this is to build a lesson. So I want to talk about the precepts that are in the middle of each passage. As you can see, I'm flicking through. You have precepts in the middle of each passage, which the elder was going to it in that red Bible, that Jehovah's, I believe it's the Jehovah Witness Bible, or, you know, that we call it the red Bible. So that he was going into. And the study Bible has the same exact thing in the middle. I want to go to Exodus 14 and 14, a scripture I've been sticking on lately. All right, Yahawah shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. All right, we know, hey, vengeance is not ours to take. Let Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi handle it. Whatever goes on, let Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi handle it. Okay? So vengeance is not ours to take. So the precept for that, it's a lot of precepts actually. You got Exodus 14 and 25. Okay, and 15 and 3. Deuteronomy 1 and 30. 3 and 22. Joshua 10 and 14. And 42 and 23 and 2. All right, 2 Chronicles 20 and 29. Nehemiah 4 and 20. Isaiah 31 and 4. Okay, and Isaiah 30 and 15. So basically, really, I mean, it would be easy and simple if brothers want to put a real quick lesson together, you know, which, hey, you could think of some precepts that may come to mind that may be in the Apocrypha, right? That may come to mind for this one as well, okay? But if you didn't know any, let's say you know newer, and not as seasons in it, then this would be perfect. Just go to Exodus. Let's check out the Exodus 14 and 25, right? So Exodus 14 and 25. And took off their chariot wheels, and they drove them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for Yahawah fighteth for them against the Egyptians. So what Yahawah said is proven at this point in time. Because Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, came through and fought for us. What happened when we left? A line of fire basically was displayed and to hold back the Egyptians. And then when Moses lifted up the staff, the Red Sea split, okay? And the Israelites, our people, was able to walk through. And what happened after that? The Egyptians followed, gave chase, and Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi fought once again by letting the waters come back into place to drown all of them and take them all out, right? So that's Exodus 14 and 14 on display right there. And that's a true precept. All right. So let's get that 15 and 3. Just because it's in the area. Yahawah is a man of war. Yahawah is his name. Boom. Perfect. So, hey, what was going on with the Egyptians and the Israelites? That was war. That was warfare. Even though we were fleeing or escaping, the Egyptians had warfare in their mind. It was a time to kill for them, and they thought, all right, not knowing it was the time for their death. So that was war that was on their mind, straight warfare. Now, those are two precepts to Exodus 14 and 14 right there, easy. That's and right there, what I would do just by studying, I would, come back up here and I would just write Exodus. 1 second. Exodus 14, and then I would do 14, 25, and then comma, 15, and 3. Okay? Exodus 14, 25, 15, and 3. And then boom, move on to the next topic. And then easily from 15 to 3, what could you do? Let's go to 15 and 3 again. Yahawah is a man of war. Yahawah is his name. All right, let's speak on his name then. Then you can jump into the name. And easily, I would take that 15 and 3 and go to Exodus 3, 14, 15, 16, or go to Proverbs 30 and 4. Because it's important to know that name to speak on the importance of knowing the name. Or Proverbs 18 and 10, the importance of knowing the name. So, just to understand that Moses knew the name. The Israelites back in those days, they praised the name. They worshiped the name. That name was important. That name was the saving grace. It wasn't no random name being called upon. All right? It was confirmed. It was sure. And Salakia, it took me a while to go over here, but Proverbs 30 and 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? Right? So, building a lesson. Proverbs. And, we just really building a lesson together right now. 30 and 4. And then, let's get the precept. So, you go over here. And then, really, I believe you could just Google what's a precept for Proverbs 30 and 4. All right. Look, it says it's no. Let me make sure. All right. It's not giving us any precepts for Proverbs 30 and 4. And that right there comes for diligently researching and diligently seeking. So, I know a precept for Proverbs 30 and 4, and that would be Hebrews, right? 11 and 6. So let's go get that, man. Hebrews right here. 11 and 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to power must believe that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. He is, that's Yahawah. He is, he exists. So boom, that's a precept. So a precept for Proverbs 30 and 4, I would write Hebrews 11 and 6. So boom, right there I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scriptures right there. Okay, and then you would take that back over to go back to Proverbs 30 and 4. What's his name and what's the son's name? Boom, everybody know that. Matthew, right? 1 and 21. So easily. And this it's a real simple one, real easy one. Back to the basics. Okay. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name, and it would not be Jesus, because we understand and we've done the research to know it's no E's, no U's, no J's, right? She would call his name Yahawashi, for he shall save his people from their sins. What does Yahawashi mean? He is salvation, he saves, he delivers. So boom, once again. All right, comma, Matt, 1 and 21. And it's plenty more precepts that you could continue to bring out that would support that. Now let's see if Matthew 1 and 21 has a precept. All right, and yeah, plenty precepts for it. Luke 1 and 31, 2 and 21, Luke 2 and 11, John 1 and 29, Acts 4 and 12, Acts 4 and 12, right? We know that one, all right? Only one name under heaven. Let's go get that. So, I mean, matter of fact, let's go get it. I said let's go get it, let's go get it. But it's just when the precepts are being applied, how is a wacky-tacky Christian gonna actually attack this, or anybody for that matter? Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. And we know that name is Yahawashi, okay? And then you go Acts 4 and 12, because it's right there. Isaiah 42 and 1, all right? 6 and 7, 53 and 11, Daniel 9 and 24, Matthew 1 and 21. So a precept will precept a precept, okay? It's going to be an everlasting cycle. Acts 4 and 12, Matthew 1 and 21. Hey, these match up. They're puzzle pieces for each other. This is why we go Isaiah 28 and 10, precept upon precept, line upon line. This is why we do that. This is important that we match the pieces together, you know? And right there, that's just building a lesson. I'll write this down. Acts, right, 4 and 12. Okay, so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 verses right there. Okay, just some simple basics, but very important. The name and Yahawah, and Yahawah fights the battles for us, taking vengeance for us, maintaining us, and basically trusting in him, trusting in the name, and basically, that's how you build a quick lesson right there. That's a quick lesson. What is 14 minutes? Been on here 14 minutes. And that's a solid little quick lesson that anybody could teach. Man, you could teach anybody that, right? Like, yo, brother, this is the name. All right, this is important to keep this name. It's only one name under heaven. Where does it say that at? Right here, bro. Right here. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. That's what it says. So what is that name? Well, Matthew 1 and 21. We're going to take you back over there. Boom. Well, it says Jesus. Well, actually, We take it back to 1524, knowing that that letter was created, all right? You know, so we go back into what language did they speak back in that time. This is why you got to leave, you know, staying in the scriptures, but also going diligently into the time frame of when this stuff was taking place and understanding that what language was spoke, what the culture and customs was, what certain words mean. That's why etymology plays a key factor, right? This is why you got to surround yourself, indulge yourself in this truth, in this word, and everything that's around it, man. You know, and right there, that right there is how you piece it all together, and you fully understand when you're teaching, right? And the only way that can happen if Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi Bahasham Kakadash is dealing with you 100%, man. And you got a pure mind, pure spirit. You coming into this thing, approaching it correctly, not coming for lucre, say, or fame, or money, or none of that, right? You coming, man, diligently to make your election sure, calling and preaching and sparing none, man. All right? And with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops, all right, of GMS that taught us this truth. Shalom to the sincere Akim out there pushing, preaching this 100% doctrine. Shalom to the tabernacle of David, the 1/3 men, women, and children maintaining themselves as well, the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom.